Let me start by showing all of the problems that Cursor has and how Valo solves them. Valo is free to use. So first, your secrets are being exposed by Cursor. A bunch of issues, as you can see. This is one. This is another. Weak storage design. This is another from the Cursor forum, injecting some personal stuff into context. Now, Valo solves all of that with the key guard. All of your secrets and personal information is contained in an encrypted folder. Only you know the password for that, and that's it. And Claude can use those secrets without ever even seeing them. That's the Valo solution, using cryptography. Now let's keep going. Chats constantly die and disappear for users. Let's see. Cursor lost all of my agent chat history. That will never happen in Valo. That's one of the reasons why I started building Valo, because my chats were disappearing in Visual Studio Code. And sometimes even mid-session or after a restart, chats in Valo never disappear. They are constantly being backed up. There are many backup systems working together and on top of each other to make sure that no chat will ever disappear. And all of them are searchable, but we will get to that later. So let's see how many issues we have with chats. 3 of them. This is one. Can't access chat history since latest update. This will never happen. Your chats are always backed up, always saved, always accessible. Chats show chats too old. What? Why would an update even touch your chats? That doesn't make sense. Chats are on your machine. No one is touching them. This is absolutely ridiculous. Now let's see what else. Guards that we have to stop dangerous commands. We have 2 issues here. Cursor AI executes destructive commands. How do we solve it in Valo? You have the tools, and you have protection, and you have the guards here. You can enable them, disable them. You can go into settings and actually see what is blocked. You see? And you can even look in more detail, but basically you don't need to do anything. You just ask Claude to add or change rules, and it already knows how. If you need anything protected, anything guarded, if anything ever went wrong, you just build your guard, you just tell Claude, and in most of the times, Claude will just offer himself because Claude already knows about Valo and how it works. Also, untrusted install protection blocks installs of recently published packages, basically prevents supply chain attacks and stuff like that. Protected code files as well. Everything is configurable through just talking with Claude. So Cursor agent is acting uncontrollably after prompts are stopped. Well, I don't know what this is about, but the stop button works. We even have a pause button, which is softer than a stop because a stop can cause a session memory loss sometimes, which is something that Anthropic, of course, is not taking care of, but Valo does take care of that. If you will go to getvalo.dev and you will just scroll down below the demo video, you will see a lot of things that Valo is solving, like permission fatigue issues. Permissions are not working properly. Chats disappearing. The stop button is not working properly. All of those issues from GitHub that are not being fixed at all, and Valo fixes them. And you even have a soft pause button just to make sure that everything will go smooth if you don't want to forcefully stop the session. Now, chats, people can't even find anything in their chats. Feature request, enhanced chat history search and navigation, someone asked for. Allow smart searching through conversation history. So basically you have your chats in Cursor, but you can't even search them properly. This is solved in Valo. You have an amazing chat. Let me show you something simple. Let me search for Claude. You can obviously load more results here if you need. You have related results right here. But we have so little related because of course Claude is just, and you can see here the highlight. So you can see a preview, what we were talking about. So you can see if that chat is the one you need or not. You can restore from here, you can delete, you can search by exact match, by title only, you can search in a specific project that you want, by date archived, date created, and it has semantic search, vector search, every search you would want. And you don't even need to use it because Claude has exactly the same access. Every tool Claude has, you have as well. Every tool you have, Claude has as well. That way there is a symmetry. You can actually see and feel how everything works and improve those tools for Claude as well. That's why everything visual. The map is also visual, so you can see how the project actually looks. What is the size of the files? For example, files that are bigger than 250 lines are showing up here. So I can make sure that everything is modular, everything makes sense. Let me keep reading. What else do we have? Hide and show tools, something that Valo has. You can actually control tool permissions. You can control what tools do you want. By the way, Valo logs doesn't need a permission. It can just do it. Automation, yes, I want Claude to ask a permission for that. The key guard as well, I want a permission for that. Valo mail actually as well, just to make sure nothing is being sent by mistake. And turn on Valo link as well. That's it. Everything else Claude can do without asking for a permission. And this is because Valo has custom permissions, something that no one else even has. So Valo gives you the option to context control. For example, if you don't want some skill in the context, you can hide it. For example, chat cleanup or context trim. I'm not using it recently. So I can just hide it from context by clicking this button. You see it says hide from context. Claude thinks sharper with a clear desk. Why is that? Because you are not sending those instructions every turn. And by the way, you can see every tool that a skill is using. Some of them are using more tools, some of them are less. You can even preview the skill. Some of them you can edit your own skills. Of course, you can edit from here. Everything that you need for your workflow, for your agents, for Claude as well, because it's not only you that need organization, right? Claude needs it as well. Imagine if all of those skills and tools and everything is in context. It's impossible. It's like working with a messy desk. And Valo actually takes care about all of that. Now our special memory system. Yeah, people are complaining about stuff, whatever. Ignores project rules. Well, that's... can't say about that much. Yeah, we don't have those problems. Usually they're coming up because the context is bloated. But the context can't be bloated in Valo because it's constantly being managed. That's the entire point. Now, regarding concept pages and memory and trigger memory and active memory, that's part of our automation. You can read about it on getvalo.dev. If you scroll all the way down, you will see the blog and you will see the automation post. The active memory and how it works. This is actually very, very, very helpful. And once again, you don't even need to do anything. Claude just does it himself. And it's not bloating memory or context every turn. It's almost, you can call it smart memory, the closest thing to how a human memory actually works. And it's only available in Valo, even though it's just an idea. You can actually implement it whenever you want, but it works in Valo natively and Claude already knows how to work with it. Let me keep going. Granular permissions, well, we already touched on that. Let's see. Why does the sandbox terminal ask for permission? Agents unable to read terminal commands output. That's not a problem in Valo as well. We have the terminal right here. Claude actually has two terminals. It has this terminal and it has its own terminal, right? The bash or the PowerShell, whatever. So you can actually see the progress in the terminal here if you want. What else? And pricing as well. Some speculations or rumors about pricing going higher or something. Well, Valo is free to use. If you want the pro features, the pro skills is just $12 a month. But honestly, Valo works already It's already amazing. The key guard is free to use. So like, that's already a big part of everything. Once you don't have to worry about your secrets leaking into context, leaking into GitHub, it solves so much already. And then all of your chats are here, skills, agents, and it all works. And you have Valo Mail, where you can just, you don't even need to do anything. Claude just offers you himself, hey, you want to report a bug through Valo Mail, and that's it. You know that Cursor closed the GitHub. You can't complain on GitHub anymore. You need to go sign up to the forum, and then you need to post there and hope that, forget all of that. If you hit a problem in Valo, most of the time Claude will tell you, hey, do you want to report it to Valo team? All you have to do is click Valo Mail, click create my identity, and that's it. That's literally it. You are ready. That's it. Claude then reports to the Valo team. We solve it, and that's it. You have a feature request. You tell Claude, hey, can you send a message to Valo team? I would love this and that and this. And we get it, and that's it. And we make Valo better. Easy, all through here. You don't need to go to GitHub. You don't need to go to any forum to sign up. Nothing. No mail, no nothing. No, it's on Noster. It's encrypted end to end. You don't need to enter your details. You don't need anything. It just works. You download Valo and it just works. You don't need to give your email, nothing like that. The only issue is that the app is currently not signed, so there is no download link on the website. You can only get it on Discord if you want to join the beta testers. Or if you want to wait for the release, just join the waitlist on getvalo.dev, and I'll catch you in the next one.